So Kamala wants you to think that she's a champion for the gay community, but this story should outrage every single one of you. Meet Gary Lee Ober, a gay Vietnam veteran. In 2002, he was brutally murdered in San Francisco by a man named James McKinnon, who then lived in his house with the rotting body for weeks. When he was finally caught, McKinnon admitted to the murder, then later claimed that it was self-defense and he had to fight off Ober's sexual advances. Which is odd, considering Ober had a hard time walking and standing due to a back condition and was 56, 20 years older than McKinnon. This is known as the gay panic defense, a legal strategy used to justify violent actions, claiming that an individual panicked after being propositioned by someone of the same sex. Kamala has been a vocal critic of the gay panic defense. She even posted this in 2020, saying that it had been used to justify horrific acts of violence against members of the gay community, and that she was proud to help make California the first state to outlaw it. This is all a bunch of gaslighting. Kamala was totally fine with the gay panic defense when it cleared cases and helped boost her record as DA. Instead of pushing for a murder conviction, she gave McKinnon a sweetheart plea deal. She reduced the charge to manslaughter, and he served less than 5 years. She also dropped charges in another case where McKinnon was accused of abusing a 68-year-old disabled man. And she did this with 32 murder cases, reduced charges from homicide down to manslaughter or even burglary and assault, just to inflate her record as DA. How can you claim to stand with the gay community when you gave a man a slap on the wrist for murdering one of its members? Kamala turned her back on the gay community when it mattered most. During the debate, Kamala said this:
I've only had one client, the people. And I'll tell you, as a prosecutor, the only thing I ever ask them, are you okay?
But she didn't care that Ober wasn't okay. She didn't care that Ober's friends and family weren't okay. The only thing that she cared about was advancing her political career. While Kamala is traveling around the country bragging about her career as a prosecutor, there are actual people suffering from the actions that she took.
And that's the kind of president we need right now. Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first.
She has only ever cared about one thing: advancing her political career.